That's a great question. So this year we were very lucky. We did a fairly extensive outreach. And so we were lucky enough to get over 800 applications for the Fulbright this year. And like other years, we are hoping to send about 60 Fulbrighters to the United States. And the great thing about the Fulbright program is we are selecting the leaders, future leaders of Afghanistan. And after 2 years of study in the United States, many of them, when they come back to Afghanistan, become leaders in business, in the community, and in the government. For instance, over 10% of all returning Fulbrighters work for the government of Afghanistan. And many others start their own businesses, work in large corporations, and they also work oftentimes for the U.S. Embassy, but they also work for a lot of nonprofit organizations. But essentially, all Fulbrighters come back with the goal of making this country stronger. Yes, actually. So this year we did a few things a little differently. We had a billboard promotion program that covered most of the major provinces in Afghanistan. Also, it covered all regions in Afghanistan. We also did a Fulbright female recruitment event here at the embassy where we invited the parents and the spouses of interested female applicants to come to the embassy because we know there is a lot of misinformation about living in the United States. I mean, I understand. It's difficult to want to let your daughters go away from the home, go to a different country, away for 2 years. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot to ask for any family to allow their daughters to do that. And so we thought this event would be a good way for us to speak directly to the parents and answer their questions about what it's like living in the United States, how this will help not only their daughters, but their family. So after doing all of this, we've been really happy to see that the number of applications from women have more than doubled. So the embassy, as you know, we have many programs. And actually, we recommend all of your viewers to come to our embassy website. And in the website, there is a lot of information about all of our scholarships, but let me highlight a couple of ones that are like my particular favorites. We have the Humphrey Scholarship, which is basically a educational leadership scholarship. We also have what we call the SUSI, which is SUSI, and it stands for Study in the United States Institute. And we also have the IVLP program, of course, the International Visitors Leadership Program, which is the oldest and one of the most successful exchange programs that we have. And in the IVLP program, we are basically looking for young professionals who are on the way up in their career and who are passionate about Afghanistan, who are leaders in their community, and who want to learn new things that they can bring back to Afghanistan. That is a great question. So we oftentimes hear back from our participants, like the ones that we send to the United States or that we send regionally. For instance, some of our other scholarship opportunities is each year we send mostly female students to the American University of Central Asia in Bishkek in Kyrgyzstan. So that is, again, if you go to our embassy website, if you follow our Facebook, these opportunities, we're constantly promoting them, especially when the application process opens and the deadline is close. So following us online will give you a lot of this information. But what we see when they come back, even if it's just a 3-week IVLP program in the United States, all the way to a 2-year program on the Fulbright, or even a 5-year program to AUCA, is we constantly hear from our scholarship students that it transforms their life. It changes the way they see the world. I mean, they finally can see a part of the world that's not Afghanistan, and it changes everything for them. So currently, actually, we are nominating young, promising, ambitious Afghans for the IVLP program. This is the International Visitors Leadership Program. And so if there are interested Afghans, they should, again, check out our website, learn about the program. The nominating process does require an American officer to have met them at some point. So maybe this year may not be a time for them to be nominated, but in the future, we have events to the embassy where it's open to the public. And if people are interested, again, if they follow our Facebook and they follow our website, these events do come up, and some of them are public, and therefore they should look to create a relationship with the embassy. So we've done some data analysis, and what we found is over 10% of our returning Fulbrighters work for the government of Afghanistan. And some of them work in very high levels as advisors to the president himself. But many of them have worked in all of the ministries in very important positions. Also, quite a few of our Fulbrighters, after staying in the United States for 2 years, come back and they want to start their own businesses. They have new ideas. And so many of them are also leaders in the business community. And then last but definitely not least, we have many Fulbrighters who are leaders in their own communities. They come back, they open schools, they teach, they start new classes. So all of our Fulbrighters, we're all very proud of them. And we know that each and every one of them, when they come back to Afghanistan, are doing their best to make this country great.